Hello and welcome to episode 167 of Comedians Interviewing Musicians. My name is Becky Jo Neal. This is my beautiful and bright co-host, Kim Stacey.
Hello.
Where did you get that terrifying unicorn? Whatever. Okay.
Don't even ask questions.
For the podcast listeners, Kim has something.
It's called a catacorn.
A catacorn.
Yeah.
Meow. And
meow.
whatever a unicorn makes.
Yeah.
Nay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's true. And we are joined by the lovely and talented Lost Cat Magnet. Please introduce yourselves to the podcast, friends.
I go by Lost Cat Magnet. My name is Ricardo Acevedo, and this is my wonderful friend, Joshua Thompson. Hello.
Hello.
Good to be
You
here
both
with
look
you
so
all.
cute. Like you're first of all, Joshua, your like striped shirt moment is giving me all of the like my elementary school art teacher vibes in the safest and awesome way. Like I love it. I'm
All
here
right.
for it. And like,
That's what I'm thinking.
what's the background you've got going on, Ricardo? Like, what's going on behind us?
Here? Well, we've got the invisible man who just lost his bass.
Oh,
The invisible man. I can hardly
He's
see
got
him.
a feather inside.
oh,
It's like I took his guts out and put a feather in there.
you know.
And then that's Resistor. We put it on at the Vortex back in 2017. It's a music festival, avant-garde music, weird music.
Huh. Love the vortex.
Yeah, we're actually in my recording studio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for taking time out of your day and hanging out with us for a few and
Thank you for
hanging
having
out
us.
with
Yeah.
CIMP. I appreciate it. And we'd like to thank everyone who's tuning in tonight. We've got a lot of people on the Facebook Live, like Lauren Lyman, Earl Manning is here. Ooh, Dave Laxo. Please tell me I didn't say that
Lasgo.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our friend, Dave Lasgo. Shout out to Dave Lasgo.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Oh, and I love Sharon Barbonates. And of course, Kim's got her beautiful cat, Celine Dion, who is
Oh,
already
son
over
of
it.
a bitch.
She is already over it. She said, look at my
She's showing
cat
her
bubble.
favorite side to
Yeah.
all the viewers. Her buttocks.
Who doesn't love a good cat butt at the beginning of a podcast? But
Especially when
if
there's
you-
Lost Cat Magnet on the show. There's always a good cat magnet right there.
Lost Cat Magnet, Lost Cat Butthole. That's
Yeah, there we go.
Celine's cover band.
That's our cover band, yeah.
yes.
Of your songs will be Lost Cat Butthole.
And she's backing up still. Podcast listeners, just get off and go to YouTube again. I don't know why y'all listen on the podcast because Kim and I are just too cute. We always have very handsome and lovely and beautiful people on the show. So come on. See, Sharon said, haha, cat butt. Everybody loves a cat butt joke. Oh, hi, Lauren from Other Side Austin. We appreciate you.
Hey, Lauren.
From Brooklyn. Appreciate it.
Yeah, represent.
Also, people, friends of the podcast, patrons and friends, if you are a patron, we love you. We thank you. If you aren't, bro, why?
What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Mother's Day is very close, and your mom loves this podcast. She wants to
does.
be a patron.
So let her be a patron. There's a bug in my house. Okay.
Let her look at a cat butt.
Cat Butts on Patreons. It's Cat Butts Interviewing Musicians. That's the name of our new podcast. It's true.
Yeah.
Anywho, we are obviously joined by the incredibly talented Lost Cat Magnet, but we would like to know how y'all have been handling quarantine. Do you have any new hobbies? Are you picking up any new crafty, side work? What are y'all working on?
Birdhouses made out of popsicle sticks.
No, I've been spending my time in a dungeon with no light in solitary confinement. No, it hasn't been that bad. No.
I was like, that sounds great. That's my dream.
Right. Yeah. No, I've been camping a lot and
Ooh.
practicing saxophone. I play saxophone. So I've been doing a lot of both, and I've been making some pretty epic fires, a lot of hikes, just kind of vegging out, chilling out and getting some fresh air, working out. And
Do you do saxophone in the wilderness?
it's a little loud. It would be a little bit abrasive for nature, but I have been doing. But I haven't been playing flute, and I've been doing the flute thing by the river and by the butterflies and the caterpillars and the animals Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a thing.
The flute,
I
all the
like-
birds are like, this is amazing. You play the saxophone, and the birds are like, damn, this shit is sexy.
Turn on animals. There, you got to turn on somebody these days.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
you
In
just-
wilderness.
I just had the image of you like playing saxophone in the middle of like Town Lake, and there's a bunch of birds just trying to vigorously hump your face. You're like, no, too sexy. It's just too sexy.
That sounds like my nightmare. I hate birds.
Yep, Kim hates birds.
Birds aren't real.
Yeah, birds aren't real. Ricardo. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring that in a little, bring it down.
Wait, so what have you been getting into, Ricardo? Are you doing like any like crafting, baking, cooking?
I've been gardening. I built
Hell
a
yeah.
couple gardens, been kind of working around the house. I found that I can landscape my whole house by going down to the creeks and stealing rocks. So
Good
I've
move. Yeah.
been like buckets of rocks, bring them home, kind of, organize them in the front, stuff like that.
You should start selling them too.
Is it
Yeah,
stealing or just
well, I mean,
rehoming?
it's either that or rock, cocaine. So, but
I'm
that,
done.
and, my wife and I have our sundown puffy puffs in the back and get a little blurry. Going, well, look at those beautiful violet colors and the sun and everything. We have that.
And she's like, honey, that's the TV reflecting off the window.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Not the
Well,
sunset.
we both get to that point when we've been puffing out for a while, and we both get to that point where we'll be in the middle of it. Both of us will be in the middle of a conversation separately, but talking to each other.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then both of you go, "Are you even listening to me?"
Yeah.
And everyone goes, "Huh?" And then you go, "Huh?" simultaneously. Huh? So
Right.
we got by doing that a lot. That's what
There we go. That's
I had-
honestly community.
I had a friend, her son asked a question, like texted her, and she's like, I don't know why he texted me this. I was like, because he was high.
right.
And he asked, he's like, do you remember the last time you picked me up and then put me down? It's like, because there was a point in my life where you picked me up and then you put me down and you never picked me up again. And I was like,
Hashtag passes joint. Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, that's the
those machinations going in your own head.
I know. I was like, that is so sad. But there is a point in my life where my mom put me down and never picked me up again.
That's the
That's
thing.
therapy for
Honestly, people are reacting with like sad emojis and like heart eye emojis right now. And also, Evan Gamble just said cocaine is a hell of a drug. Correct, Evan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Also,
I- yeah.
take this opportunity to yell at your local vegan who still does cocaine. Just do that. Just do that right now.
That's the answer to the second shot of Moderna.
Right, there you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I got the first shot of Moderna fucked me up so bad. Second one, I was like, oh, she's fine. The first one, I was like,
Really?
God,
Like the
just
first
dead.
one?
Yeah, see, it's so weird. It's like for me, it was like I had somebody, Charlie, did a Charlie horse on my shoulder. That was about it,
Yeah.
because I guess that's one of the advantages of getting high all the time is, it was like everybody goes, I was really spacey, for a day. I'm going like,
I have never thought more clearly in my life.
You're like, bitch, I've been spacey since third grade. Like, back off. Like,
there you go.
get on my level. Oh yeah, McIntyre said the second shot messed him up. I'm sure, Andy. Like that. So I feel like this is also, by the way, if you're having a good time, please support Lost Cat Magnet on Venmo at RAWORX Creative. So it's like RAWORX Creative or lostcatmagnet.bandcamp.com. That's where you can hook them up. Do it. And do it with a fist bump emoji and a screaming black cat emoji because we're metal over here. And that's how that happens.
So
Because our
metal.
music is so metal.
So
We're
metal.
so metal.
McIntyre
Metal is
said
a philosophy.
Aradura is better than Blow. Which
Philosophy. Yeah.
Aradura is better than Blow. We're going to do that because this is a family podcast, McIntyre. Aradura is better than cocaine. Next time you want to do cocaine, just shoot some Aradura. I almost said Espelon. God, I've worked at a shitty
Oh,
college bar for too long.
I do want to state that I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we're all adults.
Yeah. Just to be clear.
Oh, McIntyre
Wow.
goes, oh, vaccine shots.
Yeah.
I
that-
thought
Yeah.
tequila.
I don't do those anymore.
Andy,
Yeah.
Okay.
That was very convincing. Ricardo.
we're
I
all
feel-
adults here.
Mm.
Also, as
One would
long as
like
you're
to-
not a vegan, you can still do cocaine recreationally. Any hoozle. We are going to hear, we have a very special show today, considering we aren't doing necessarily live performances, but we've got incredible videos that we're going to play for you. We've got 3 dope videos we're going to play for you. The first of which is coming up now. Would you like to give a little introduction, Ricardo?
Yeah, it's called The Lensman Closes His Eyes. Kurt Ganem shot this for us at the 1-to-1, and it's very dark and moody. Emphasis on the soloist, which is Joshua here, and I wrote it when I first started working it up. I wrote it for the passing, and I don't want to get unfunny, but Andrew Shapter was a good friend of mine, a really well-known filmmaker and photographer here in Austin, and I wrote it after his passing. He was a big influence on me, and shout out to Christina, his wife. And so I was trying to put into music the way I felt about him dying.
That's
So
beautiful.
much for the comedy show.
I know, but hey, that's honestly some of the best parts of comedy.
Comedy
are the
is
tragedy
dark.
of it all, and truly,
Exactly.
the fact
Comedy
that
comes from
you-
tragedy.
Yeah, you can make that's what Kim and I do. We turn our trauma into something that we can laugh about. Musicians are very similar in the like that they turn some things that plague them into artistry, and I appreciate that.
Life ain't nothing but a dramedy.
Hey,
It's
Come through.
so true.
and with that being
My
said,
dad's
Ain't it
dead.
though? Ain't it though?
Becky Joe.
Kim will never miss an opportunity. See, this is how Kim gets back at me. She makes my dead dad jokes to make me uncomfortable and sad. I hate
It's
you,
my
Kim.
favorite thing to do with people because they can't say anything back.
You
And they're just like,
can't.
oh my God, I'm having such a bad day. Chipotle messed up my order. And I was like, well, at least you still have a dad.
Kimberly. She's dark. She's meta. She's here to
good.
make you think.
Good.
This is the first video from Lost Cab Magnet. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy it. If you are having a good time, Venmo, it's tagged in the comments and also in a ticker rolling on the bottom of your screen. So be sure to give Lost Cab Magnet some money with a fist bump and a screaming cat emoji. This is the first video. Enjoy.
I don't know why she went away.
Sure, this video's playing and we're just not seeing
Hey, I'd like, again, I don't know. I was trying to time the 45 seconds that Chris gave us. I hope to God I'm not interrupting that video because it was sick as hell. And thank you. I know I am. No one else is unmuted. I am, aren't I? Chris?
No, I think you're good.
Okay, good. I panicked. That was awesome. Thank you so much again. Yeah, we are just gonna unmute everybody. And then also I would like to let you know.
Yo.
How's that?
Perfect. My partner is sitting in here and he's a huge music nerd and he was like, this is my favorite artist you've ever interviewed. So
All right.
he's the one that just he's the one that just commented, I want to talk hours of jazz with them. 100%. Like y'all are very, very, very talented. It's very clear. So thank you for your contribution. And thanks to 121 for giving the space to shoot.
Oh man,
cool video.
Because that place was going to close and they got new owners, Flip and Marsala. I don't know their last name, sorry to say, but they took it over and they have big plans of keeping it, you know, a real intimate, but a great sound, great video production there. So
Yeah, they really
Kurt's in charge of all of that. So Kurt's the man.
You could do it. I believe it.
Yep.
Lots of people are loving it. This looks so good, Lauren says. McIntyre, this is cool.
Sweet.
I mean, come on. And then McIntyre said, sweet.
It's trying to find some middle ground between Massive Attack and real jazz. You know, that's kind of like what we were going for, was kind of hybridizing that premise.
That's what you were thinking?
Yeah. Is it obvious?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's what you're trying to do. I see. Okay.
But here's the deal. I mean, I create a bed, and he comes in with the magic curved wand and does these beautiful esoteric swirls. Yeah, baby.
Beautiful.
Chris, okay, first
Chris
of all,
just asked, do you bring a wand into your bed? Clearly, you don't know
Chris,
women.
yeah, Chris doesn't get to get on the God mic with some like very obvious, every woman is like, yeah, you dumbass. Like I've been married to this man for 30 years. Like we got the wand. No, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh man. Truly. Next, yeah, sorry. He says sorry over the God mic. Just
Call me Harry Potter because I got quite a wand.
Mine's a pen. Never mind. So basically, this is as soon as you said Massive Attack, my partner was like, he's listening with sound canceling headphones on a delay.
Right.
And like you said, Massive Attack. And then 15 seconds later, he was like, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
I can't wait until he gets to this
Somebody
part.
understands this part of.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim's dog Ross is like, I said,
He's
I don't
pissed.
like Massive Attack.
He loves Massive Attack. But I can't wait until Mark gets to this part where you're talking about him as he's watching this on a delay.
He's probably like,
Hi, Mark.
any hoozle.
Pissed.
This is.
God damn it.
Oh, did you hear him? He just goes, "Oh, God damn it!"
Well,
It's cute.
well, I mean, we can use this. We could use this as a segue to discuss what it's like to have relationships with creative people.
Relationships with creative people is a whole ass thing. That's
Yeah.
Talk
We
about
can
putting
totally
a dark
talk about
corner.
that.
Right.
Well, we can ask my boyfriend how he feels about that being with a creative person. Oh wait, I don't have one.
hence creative person.
Is this up there with the? At least you have a dad.
Oh, we get it. You're married. You have a partner. We get it. Hold on. Let me get my cat.
Oh my God, Ricardo, thank you. That callback was everything. Oh shit. This is usually the segment of the show where we just let Kim ask whatever the hell she wants with no repercussions, some repercussions, but none. And so I'm just gonna let Kim do her thing. Take it
Well, I
over,
think
Kimberly.
I think all we're going to do is talk about how single and how dead my dad is for the next 2 minutes.
Kimberly.
I mean, I feel like you're into The streaming is cutting out. Oh, what? No, I could do a callback for that too. Okay, so first, I also just wanted to comment on how cool that video is and how like the cool coming out and fading out stuff. And then I just wanted to pause it as it was looking at Ricardo and then had Joshua on the sax. And it just reminds me of those amazing pictures people get with their cat, you know, and they have like, they're just, and then they're looking
Fine
off
art of
and
cat
faded,
photography.
and their cat is there.
Yes.
That's
yes.
all I want. So I just want that still on a t-shirt and then just like cats in space, like all around.
Yeah, I have a really great collection of esoteric cat photos. Although you would never guess that someone like me would, you know, being
I'm
the
shocked.
cat magnet that I am. You wouldn't think Ricardo has cat photos? No. But yeah, I have a lot of those. So
That's I'm shocked. I don't even know. I want to say, so you have, usually I go down a rabbit hole of everyone's social media and don't really have a social media presence. Is this on purpose?
me?
Yeah.
Wow. I suck at social media.
Hey, I just want to let you know that you suck at social media.
Well, no, I mean,
No.
I thought I did. I'm sorry. I thought I had some
No.
sort of life.
No,
on,
you do, but normal, like people usually have more. They're like, this is what I had for breakfast, and this is what I wore today. Like you promote your stuff, and it's great.
I get sustenance off of other people's photos, other people's pictures of food. Is what I live by, and I live vicariously through other people's egos.
Yes.
Because you know I don't have one at all.
Not with your cat photos.
Yeah. Yeah. I vanity, ego. I'm a follower of Jung, and I have danced with the devil in the pale moonlight, and it's been myself for many years. So I have enough skeletons in my closet to probably create, you know, I don't know, my own Jason and the Argonauts army of skeletons to take on, you know, to get the golden fleece. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this, but the point is, parts of my life I don't want anybody to know about because I don't want anybody hunting me down. That's for damn sure.
There we go.
Damn, now the cat's out of the bag.
We just see your like police sirens, and then all of a sudden Ricardo's feed goes dark. And we're like, shit.
I have never once met somebody on this podcast that went on a complete mind trip on their own rather than just me, because I usually go down that mind rabbit hole and everyone's like, where did she go? That just happened with you, and it makes me so happy.
Well, I spent a lot of time in there.
I wanna, just for one day, I wanna climb inside your brain and just hang out.
Have lunch.
Get
Some rosé.
Yeah, some rosé.
You know.
Yeah.
Some rosé.
Yeah.
Some rosé. You know.
Yeah. A little escargot, some rosé.
Brie.
You're set. You know, brie, escargot,
Some grapes.
some grapes. Yeah, nectarines sliced, of course. Nectarines, grapes,
Pretzels. Pretzel rods.
Yeah.
Just so everyone's on the
Pop-Tarts.
same page, this is everything. This is the charcuterie plate that I'm going to eat inside of Ricardo's mind. Just want everyone to know that. That's what I'm eating and drinking.
My brain charcuterie plate would be like Lunchables, pizzas, and Pop-Tarts.
That makes sense.
That's practical.
That's
You know?
practical.
That's, you know.
And
No food desert in your neighborhood.
she's fancy. She's got the Lunchables, dude. She's rich.
Mine's a microwave dinner for one.
But see, I spent much time. I've spent a great deal of years, you know, with the Top Ramen, with the little cans of the hot dogs in the can. Have you ever seen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and you cut those.
Yeah,
things,
the Vienna sausages.
and that's. I spent years. That was like, you know, the normal meal.
Oh yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Anything that doesn't require refrigeration. Also, Lauren, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that's
you've
so
seen-
much sodium.
Lauren Lyman is on here just blasting us for not like, yes, he has a large, huge social media presence on his personal Facebook page, which we will not put on blast. That's your personal thing.
Thank
But
you
he
very
also has artwork Facebook page and a page specifically for his writing.
Yes.
And then she said, I'm gonna
Oh,
get those
I'm gonna
links.
I'm an
I'm
art
gonna
geek.
talk about
I'm an art geek.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
talk about his artwork. Yeah, in the exclusive. So if anybody wants to talk about that, they need to go on the Patreon. Okay? That's
Here,
what I'm saying.
you heard it here first, people. Kim is,
I don't know why this happened.
she's giving you an ultimatum. Listen to the end of the question.
Give
or
you an
don't.
ultimatum.
okay.
So we talked about it quickly in the green room before the show, but you did Rocky Horror Picture Show when back in the day.
Right.
I wanted to know from the both of you, kind of what was your first taste of art and made you go, this is what I want to do. I want to do whatever is in this world. Need to be creative.
Good question, Kim.
I have maybe a loaded answer because I feel like art affected me growing up at an early age across mediums, going to art museums and galleries and as a kid. And I'm from Detroit originally, so we have a phenomenal international jazz festival. So I grew up going there. So yeah, I grew up in a fairly creative family, a diverse city, Middle Eastern enclave of Detroit called Dearborn. So I grew up around a lot of different stuff, a lot of freaks, a lot of different cultural influences and things like that. I feel like when I was 17 and I went to New Orleans and I just saw the brass bands for the first time playing in the streets, that was a big moment for me for sure. Like, oh shit, people will actually like come and like we can just do this and the idea of like the moment where I realized that I could create my own work and my own art as a teenager was really liberating and a really like profound moment, I think, for me, that just the idea that you could have ownership of something and collaborate and just do it and and not always have to follow the rules, you know.
Yes.
Into that.
Screw the rules.
But rules are good too. You know, the rules are good too.
I love rules.
They're for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
They show you what to break.
True. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you never got in trouble in school, Ricardo. Did you sense my sarcasm?
We're getting back into that territory where somebody could break down the store any second. So we're not going to go too far down there. But I grew.
It's a long way to the bottom.
It's a long way to the bottom. Actually, it's not. But I grew up in an environment as a illustrator. I was almost like groomed to be a visual artist. But my mother was a mariacha. She was a fairly well-known mariacha, Gloria Elena, in Southern California in the 50s. And I always jokingly say, my parents were not hippies, they were beatniks because of the age group in which I am. I grew up around those classic, I know this sounds cheesy, but they were like, the bongo playing and the folk guitars and the sangria and the bowls and everybody's barefoot or wearing sandals and wearing the striped shirts. I grew up around that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, the whole beat culture thing. I grew around all of that, but everything changed for me when I saw Rocky Horror. It was like I discovered Rocky Horror and I got really into David Bowie at almost the exact same time. And it just completely changed the way I mean, right here, see, let me get that in the frame. I'm getting turned around here. Wait, there we go. Over here. See?
I was like, what are you?
Yeah, I know. So I can't think, my brain thinks backwards. But no, I mean, the whole thing in Rocky Horror that always spoke to me was the phrase, don't dream it, be it. And so that right there, nothing everything was, accessible after that point. Once I accepted that premise that anything I dream of doing, just do it. And, that right at the start of the whole DIY punk thing in the mid 70s, when I was a teenager, I was 15 in 1975. And, I can still remember hearing Talking Heads for the first time, the Sex Pistols, all those bands were the Ramones, and all of that stuff. I remember and we were such outsiders because new wave and punk stuff was accessible and cool in the 80s. But if you were into that stuff in the 70s, you got called a faggot. You got people would jump you. You get beat up, and but at the same time, you start to form this real tight-knit community of freaks, and that's why the first band I ever formed was called Freaks Some More, because we just loved being freaks, and that's kind of just stuck from there.
Yeah, friendly reminder here that the least punk rock thing you can do is be a homophobe, a transphobe, a racist, or a bigot. Hands down. The least punk rock thing you can do is subscribe to the fucking system. So
right, exactly.
Amen.
Exactly.
Jealous.
Okay.
A long lecture on that.
Right.
I have one more question before we cut to our next video. This needs no introduction. If you could go back in time and get high with anyone, who would it be?
Back in time.
Oh man.
Benjamin Franklin.
It doesn't have to be that far back in time. It could be back in time a week ago. Who cares?
I think I'll get high with Genghis Khan.
Just chilling out, dude. Just relax.
For what reason?
Just calm down the wild stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we
can work this out.
Maybe we can work this out.
Use your words, bro. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Perfect.
I would 100% get high with Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
Wow.
Happy May the 4th. Everyone should
there you
get
go.
high with Carrie
Good
Fisher.
tie-in.
Got you.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Ricardo, who would you get stoned with?
Salvador Dali.
Ooh.
I remember seeing a video when I was a kid, and he was like showing people around his mansion in Spain or something. And I remember he was like, "Hello, I am Dali, and these are my paintings." And I always thought, God, it'd be so much fun to hang out with a guy that weird.
Right?
And so,
would you have gotten high with him during the time when he did the anal castings?
Duh.
Yeah.
But why not?
Again, punny, but it would have been my butt.
And
give me stone enough. You can do an anal cast to me, Salvador Dali. That's fine. You got the good weed. We're good. We're good to go.
Good.
Yeah, as long as I'm stoned enough.
Isn't there like some trend now with like the people getting the sun on their bunghole?
Oh yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow told people that getting UV light into your asshole was a good idea. So a bunch of Californian moms were in their backyards just like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
ass up.
And the lawn man shows up and he's all like,
"What in God's green earth?" Well, it's LA.
In that backyard, exactly.
Yeah,
then
she
ran
must
over
be
the
a
dog.
yoga instructor. I don't know. Who knows? She's got an OnlyFans. Leave her alone. That's fair.
The sun shining.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I did that in my backyard, they'd be like, "Oh, there's the wormhole."
The first.
I'm gonna keep my UV rays to myself.
Keep the UVBs to UV me. That's how it is.
Yeah, the UV is not getting in this B. I would get high with Princess Diana. Thank you for asking.
Baby.
I don't know what my partner is laughing at based on the lag, but apparently we said something funny 15 seconds ago. But he also asked.
It was probably me. Thank you,
Well,
Mark.
well, let me ask you a quick. Have you ever lit a fart?
No.
My friend did, and it was nuts. Like her butthole was on fire. She was wearing pants, but she had to like pat her butthole down.
I think it has to do with whatever your diet is.
Crazy.
Yeah. It has to, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, how much methane?
IBS.
Is she
Yeah.
a Juice Land queen or is she a Whataburger queen? We don't know.
There you go.
We don't know. But before I know we have this is a quick fan question before we go to the second video. And I know my partner just said hearing Joshua talk about his exposure to jazz festivals in Detroit and brass in New Orleans. I know it's a lot to ask, but can y'all name your top 5 favorite jazz bands, composers, artists?
Oh, that's brutal, man.
It's brutal.
Top 5.
That's a high
Like
number.
crack your knuckles. We might just settle for top 3.
Oh,
Or top 1.
I can
Go
go.
ahead. Go ahead.
I can go. Grant Green, Miles Davis, Herbie Hancock. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna go down. Oh, Coltrane, of course, and Mingus.
Oh, that was easy. Yeah, he had that ready. He had that ready.
You heard Coltrane?
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, I'm not going to answer that question,
Fucking
but
love
I will tell you that the last 5 records I listened to, because that's I think more
Oh,
interesting.
that's perfect.
Shit. What was I listening to? Korea.
So on top of it.
Jamalabadin Takuma.
There you go.
What was I listening to? Tony Williams. I listened to an Art Farmer record with Yusuf Lateef.
Wow.
And then I got a Lester Bowie record recently down in here in Austin. So,
Wow.
so there you go. That's what I've been listening to.
Let me redirect that. I really love John Hassel a whole lot. Worked with Brian Eno, but he's also worked with numerous, esoteric jazz guys.
Right.
And I cannot. It's only as I've gotten later in life, older, and started reevaluating all the stuff I was exposed to young to where I am now. 2 guys, Herbie Hancock, like I did mention, but also Marcus Miller in his work with Miles Davis.
on Siesta.
Siesta.
And Tutu.
Yeah, and Tutu. Yeah, man. I mean, that has had a direct influence on the electro jazz vibe that rolls through my head.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's literally like rolling around, just like he's just shaking his head. I wish I could reverse this camera. Just wait.
Mark,
living his best
do my top 5 favorite jazzercise videos count?
Definitely counts.
Girl, no.
That counts.
Okay, great. I'll get back to him after we do this video.
Fair enough. We're gonna hear. This is the last music video that Joe see tonight. If you want to see more after this, we're gonna play one more game and then we're going to do some Patreon exclusive. So, like Kim said earlier, if you want to know a little bit more about what we were talking about earlier, join the Patreon for as little as $1, and you can see that. Absolutely. Also, Evan Gamble says Yusuf Lateef is dope. We all know. And Mark is just shading me. He's like, no.
Yep.
Fair. But here's one more video from Lost Cab Magnet. We hope you enjoy it. If you're having a good time, please at RAWORX Creative on Venmo or lostcatmagnet.bandcamp.com to support them. Please send them, if you're going to send them money, with a fist bump and a black cat emoji so they know you listen to this show. We appreciate it. Here's one more song from Lost
Man, man.
Yeah, please explain.
Yeah, it's well, it's probably the most electro cut on the stuff we did, but it's seriously funky. Yeah, it's the single. I don't know if any of that got out. All right. Oh, gotta mention Kevin's cover. I should bring some. These are rest. Yeah, I should bring some.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear me? Oh, it's okay. Now we're good. So we are here with Lost Cat Magnet. Yeah, there we go. Evan Grandma's like, unmute. Yes, thank you. We're working on it, Evan. Jeez. We're gonna play a little game that I've lovingly called the cat game. I'm going to see if hi Luna. We're gonna see if they know anything about some famous cats. So for example, if I said the grumpy cat of CIMP, you would say Celine Dion. That is the world famous.
Is that actually the cat's name?
Yes. that
Yeah,
is
my
the
cat's name is
Oh, I
Celine
had
Dion.
no idea.
Yes.
I suck at cats. Wow.
She's very fancy.
She's insanely famous.
I know the cat. I know the face. I did not know the
Yeah.
cat.
She didn't know the name. You didn't know the name. She's pissed.
Didn't recognize the butt.
Well,
Didn't
you know
can't
why?
believe-
Because I only know the name of lost cats.
Fair.
That's
And
a very
this-
famous cat.
This is all like they're either a cartoon or they might be like a live action film cat. So let's get this started. Do you know the name of Sailor Moon's cat?
Oh, I know that one.
No.
If I was high, I'd remember.
We'll give you 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. No, I don't.
Oh, see, there we go. Come through. All right. Luna Williams is literally like, Luna. It's Luna. Her name is Luna. His name is Luna. Yeah, the Sailor Moon cat, the black cat with the beautiful like crescent moon on his forehead is named Luna. When I say original Garfield, what cat do you think of?
By that, or you mean the cartoon?
Yes,
The one that was actually in the strip, the comic strip when you were a kid, when I was a kid?
yeah. Well, the pre-Garfield, there was a red tabby cat that was
Morris.
a cartoon.
Morris? No.
Morris? No. Equally as an old man name, though. It's definitely an old man name.
Oh, there was another one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
And this cat, according to my partner earlier today, was just like a weird Hugh Hefner as a cat. And I do not remember this cat being like pervy, but I guess.
Oh, Fritz? Like Fritz the cat?
No, it was Heathcliff. Heathcliff.
Heathcliff!
Oh, Heathcliff.
Yes, I know. My grandma did not have Garfield. She had Heathcliff on VHS. So whenever I went to go get babysat for my grandpa, yep. And Luna got that one too. Come on, Luna. She's killing it right now. She knows all of her internet cats.
You need to be playing the game.
Is she
Yeah,
Googling?
exactly.
She's
All right.
Don't
Googling
Google.
it.
All right,
Okay.
Luna, I owe you a drink. You're rocking it.
You heard that, Luna.
Luna's my friend.
You heard it
so-
first.
Write it down.
Okay, so what is Catwoman's real name?
Which one? Are you talking the cartoon character? Or are you talking who
Michelle
played it?
Pfeiffer.
Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer, Anne Hathaway, and Halle Berry.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah,
Eartha
but they're
Kitt. Eartha Kitt.
And Eartha Kitt, yes, the OG, 100%. But what is her actual
aggressive.
name?
The cartoon character.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will give you. Evan said very pervy. Yes, not googling nothing. You're Luna. I was just kidding, girl. I promise. I don't think you're actually googling stuff.
I'm not. Show us the receipt.
Kimberly usually is the one googling it alongside her.
I'm trying to think of that movie, the Tim Burton
All
movie.
the time.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Who's his name?
Batman Returns.
Yeah. What was the What's her name?
Her-
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts with a C.
Catherine.
Selena Kyle.
You did it, dude. Yes, absolutely. I was going to say that the only hint I could give is that her last name is like a bro's name, like
Right.
Selena Kyle. Yeah,
Okay,
Selena Kyle is a OG Catwoman. Okay, so this is kind of a bonus one, but also kind of hard, but I kind of love it. And my partner was like, "Don't do this. It's too hard." And I'm like, "We're doing it anyway." Can you name any of the cats from Aristocats?
Oh, my kids, we used to watch that all the time.
And hint, they're all
Everybody
French.
wants to be a cat.
Yeah, they're all French. All the
I
names
only
are
know
French.
one.
Right.
Oh, what's the one you know, Kim?
Marie.
Yeah, Marie
Yeah,
is the little
Marie,
white
the
girl
little
cat.
fluffy the little one. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, was Chester? One?
Oh, that was the street cat, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't Chaz, was it?
No, I
But
think
I'm talking about like the little cats, like because
little
the
cats.
red cat and the black cat both had like adorable
Oh,
little
yeah.
French names.
Sneezy, grumpy, dopey.
The Little
Yeah,
Mermaid.
Those are the names.
Kevin. Done.
Okay, so the mom's name was Duchess,
Oh, yes.
and
Yes.
the redheaded boy was actually maybe the redhead was
Oh,
Berlois. It was
Lauren got
Berlois and Toulouse.
Toulouse.
And I only
Oh,
remember
Yeah.
Toulouse, like Toulouse, practice your arpeggios. Like,
Yes.
I lived for that
Yeah.
movie. Also,
Lauren got Toulouse.
the goose in that movie that just like walked with that like Megan the Stallion ass movement.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
she made that ass twerk.
This
Okay,
is why I do not like birds.
all right. So
PTSD.
Not real.
who is the cat from Tweety Bird?
Oh,
Think we just gave that one away? Didn't you just like hook that one up right there?
Right, like it's kind of.
Is
Kind of,
it
I feel like
me
it's
for the cat. Oh, the cat's name. Oh, Sylvester.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sylvester the cat's the one who messed with them.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of Eric Cartman's cat on South Park?
oh,
Man, I just really suck at cat trivia.
yeah. Luna knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna knows
Luna.
100%.
I'm gonna have to change the name of
Lauren
the cat.
does, too.
That's all there is to it. We're just gonna have to change the name to like I don't know or something like that or
Lost Rabbit Magnet. There's not a lot of famous rabbits.
Yeah.
Lost my memory magnet. That,
Eric Cartman's cat's lovingly named Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty.
Okay, and this will be my this will be my last cat question before we get into
Lauren,
the
I'm giving you credit. She yelled at me. Can I get
See,
some credit
yes.
here? I've
No.
been yelling, Lauren, the whole time.
I work with Lauren at the tavern. She also was a bartender at 121 for God knows how many years. I'm sure that she knows y'all in some way, shape, or form. She's incredible. Luna's like, I do not know South Park. Okay, Luna, will catch up. None of us know South Park. Oh, and of course, Mark said they named Toulouse after Toulouse Street by the Doobie Brothers.
Actually,
I can't read.
Sure was Toulouse-Lautrec, but okay.
Ooh,
Pretty sure it was up in the city.
shots fired. Shots fired. It's happening. Also, yeah, Lauren's like, yeah, I'm totally working. Lauren is working at the tavern right now and tuning into this. So thank you, Lauren. We love you. You're the best.
That's hilarious.
Okay, my last question is, can you name the cat from Austin Powers?
Oh,
Two Lauren.
Yes. I know this one.
it's just the hairless cat.
Right.
Mhm.
It's the Dr. Evil cat.
Doctor. Oh,
Mr.
Yes.
It's a Sphinx cat.
Mr.
Yeah, starts with the
Mr.
Mr.
Wiggles. So
Mr. Biggles.
So close.
Wiggles.
You're right there. It's Mr. Bigglesworth. You're
Mr.
right there.
Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Right there.
I say it all the time. I'm freaking freezing, Mr. Wigglesworth.
Also, I'm sorry, wait. Evan wrote Mr. Picklesworth, and I think that's better.
It is better.
I love those hairless
the first-
cats. I think they're so sleazy looking. I love them.
Yeah,
This is so bizarre.
they look like, it's like Satan's children or something.
Okay, but real talk. I was gonna ask this of you, but I didn't know if it was like too Instagram cat person esoteric. But I follow this cat on Instagram called the Dark Lord,
Of course you do.
and he's just he's like a super like angry looking cat. I don't necessarily think he's mean or anything, but his owners like act like he's of Satan all the time. And they like post these kinds of him wearing a cape,
Yes.
like terrorizing some cat toy, and he's super mean looking, and he's constantly like perched in their house like this, like just
Yeah, but see, when their ears are like, I used to have a cat with ears that big, and we called him Bella because to us he looked like a bat, and so reminded us of Bella Lugosi. So we had a cat named Bella.
love that. Honestly, though, I would have done Dark Lord, but I'm like, maybe I'm just the only weirdo that follows this asshole cat on Instagram. But
No.
Well, Celine Dion is just looking into the mirror, and I think that she just froze my soul because I looked into her eyes when it was in the mirror.
you Medusa'd yourself.
I think I'm
Easy.
dead. I Medusa myself. Fuck.
On that note,
Again?
not again. I have to get my car. Someone's gonna have to come jump my mirror again. Anywho, we're gonna hear one more song.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
You're saving one for us?
You have
It's
to
only
go
3.
to Patreon to see this next one. So if you're not on Patreon, what are you doing with your life? You need to go ahead.
Can I interject something real quick?
Yeah.
This is the actual physical production CD that we did of our collaboration. It's called Low Orbit, and if you go to the Bandcamp. But I want to do a shout out to Kevin Greer.
Oh, wow.
He did the artwork for it.
That's gorgeous.
He's a local abstract painter here in town, Kevin Greer. This is his painting for the Low Orbit album. I just wanted to give Kevin a shout out. Kevin!
Yes,
Come on, Kevin. And
Greer.
before we cut the live stream, where can everybody find you? Where can they support you? Obviously, the Bandcamp, and you have
What do you?
we wanted
up. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
Well,
and we wanted
let's-
to talk a little bit about Joshua's project as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Where can we find Atlas Mayor?
My band is called Atlas Mayor. It's progressive jazz informed by Middle Eastern and Turkish music. And so, yeah, you can find us on the interwebs. We have a lot of cool stuff. We're about to release another record this year.
Yeah.
And we're on Bandcamp too. Atlas Mayor. That's Maior. I know that's weird. Maior. So we do some wild, edgy music with instrumentation from the Middle East, like the oud. It's a 11-string fretless lute. And we also use tablas and things of that nature as well. So check it out. We're on the scene.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all I had to say about it. You could say more. I don't know. I mean, I could talk more,
I-
but it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
This is about the lost cat magnet.
Well, to interject, is this at the time where we talk about future projects and stuff of that nature? Mhm.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do whatever you want.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. We've on the 29th of this month of May, there's an event called the Call It Anything event, which is basically a celebration of Miles Davis, his birthday. Yeah, there you go. Represent.
Hey.
And we're going to be going on from 7 to 11 at Kenny Durham's backyard. Lost Cat Magnet. Joshua has another avant-garde project called Break Fix, which features him, Hanachu, who else?
Hanachu, Aaron Parks, and Gary Calhoun James.
Yep. So
Quartet.
They'll be playing. We've got Thor and Friends will be playing.
Nice.
Lasco and Company, which features Dave. Dave, are you still watching, Dave? Anyway, Dave, his little entourage, and of course, I'm pretty sure that Harold McMillan, this is his joint. We're probably going to be graced with the Low Star jazz outfit. His jazz outfit will probably play as well, and then maybe some other cool cats might show up. Notice I worked in the cat there. You might see Ephraim Owens might show up. Jeff Lofton,
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion may show up.
Well, that takes a lot of booking.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé may show up to perform his solo renditions of songs.
Actually, I think he's actually coming to town.
Is he coming to town? Wouldn't it be great if he showed up and said, "Okay, let's do some Sinatra," and we just beat him. What's that big red stain? Oh, that was Michael Bublé. He showed up and wanted us to do Sinatra tunes.
That used to be Michael Bublé. Yeah, right, 100%. Put a little plaque up.
He burst his Bublé.
I'm here for it. Actually, well, thank y'all so much for coming and joining us on the show. And thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight and was on the live stream, hanging out and commenting. We really appreciate you. If you had a good time tonight, please consider joining our Patreon. It's CIMP.LIVE. You can join us for as little as $1 and see all of the buffoonery backstage bullshit we get into. We're about to film an exclusive clip for y'all. So if you want to see that, click that subscribe and like button on the YouTube and also the Patreon. Make sure to pick on over there. And be sure to Venmo at RAWORX Creative on Venmo or lostcatmagnet.bandcamp.com so you can continue to support them. We really appreciate everything y'all do. And
thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
No, absolutely. And we're going to wave off while Chris cuts us off on the live stream. But if you want to see more, hit that Patreon like button. You know what to do. So bye, Facebook.
Bye, friends.
We'll see you later.